What's the best recruitment advice that you've ever been given?
Get online.
I think that's pretty good advice. Not even in recruitment, just recruitment. Does it surprise you how many people perhaps are not online or aren't very savvy online?
For in recruitment perspective, I'm amazed every day. Like LinkedIn, you don't use LinkedIn.
I'm amazed at the same thing.
And like, you still haven't seen the benefits of Twitter for recruitment?
Yeah.
Check out my slide shares.
Yeah.
They're out there.
Oh, have you got? I mean, how do people get hold of that and maybe have a look at stuff like that?
You go to slideshare.net/Gordon Lokenberg
Okay.
/slideshows, and then that's out there.
And it's all on there. What about what's your favourite saying that you kind of live by or make your decisions by?
Enjoy the day you're living.
Oh, that's a very nice saying too. Sum up recruitment today in 3 words.
In 3 words only. Get to work.
Hard taskmaster, hey? What about advice to newcomers coming into the recruitment industry?
Get online immediately and understand what online can do for you. And stop thinking in HR modus. Start thinking in marketing modus.
I like that. And when we say that, because you're right, I mean, a recruiter is essentially marketing themselves, their candidate reach, their knowledge of the market, and all of that, and how are you going to know about your candidate reach or have knowledge about your discipline unless your research skills are up there? So I agree with you.
Yeah, you have to measure what you do. You have to have your process in place and measure every step in this process and fine-tune every day.
Gordon, on that measure point, do you not find that with social media there's so much noise online? It's difficult to filter. We have to spend a lot of time, cultivating personalities, building connections, etc. How does somebody measure the success of being on Twitter or being on Facebook or LinkedIn? I know we're making connections, but what tools can somebody use to measure whether it's working for them? In recruitment, apart from, you're not necessarily going to just put a job up on Twitter and fill it, so what about the metrics and the measuring side of social media?
Well, there's not only social metrics, it's also the web analytics you have to measure. There are cool systems for that, like Netstat I used to work for, Omniture, WebTrends, Google Analytics as well. And then think of the second thing is social analytics, like where's my discussion going on? Where's the conversation? Where's my audience? You have tools like iGoogle, Yahoo Pipes to do that for free. You have Twitter trends. The Twitter columns in TweetDeck, for example, is really awesome. Combine that all. I use a simple iGoogle page for that to make an overview. Integrating all RSS feeds and stuff. But there are also companies like Radian 6, Radian 6 is the most popular actually. It's a UK based, I believe.
Thank you for sharing some of those tools for people that perhaps are wondering the same thing. What about advice to an experienced recruiter, been in the industry for a few years? What would you say to them?
Get online.
Still the same. I mean, you're obviously passionate about it, and that's why you're kind of leading from the front with the application there. So we want to get to know you now a little bit more closely. So we're just going to go and ask some general questions. So let's start with, and I bet I know the answer. What's your favourite colour?
Blue.
Blue jeans, navy blue shirt, blue eyes.
Easy as it is.
Favourite movie?
Oh, that's a difficult one. I like Wayne's World a lot.
Yeah.
Definitely.
What are you listening to music-wise on your iPod or MP3 right now?
You mean on my iPhone?
Or your iPhone, yeah.
Things like Wouter Hamel, the jazzy stuff, like drop it out, search it on Google.
Yeah,
those kind of music. Yeah.
Okay. And what are you reading at the moment?
Like online, you mean?
Online or books?
Books.
Yeah.
Books, like with paper stuff.
Yeah, paper stuff. What book are you reading at the moment?
I use that to level my screen, more or less.
Meaning no readings going on a book?
Not in a book, no. No, I'm online all the time. I have no time to read books.
No. So is it mainly blogs and online content that you're...
Yeah. E-books and stuff.
Okay. How do you relax? Where's your favourite holiday destination?
Well, I've been to New Zealand 2 years ago and I'm still enjoying that holiday.
Yeah.
Yeah, camper van with the whole family and cruising.
Nice. So, I mean, I guess you're not getting a chance to go on holidays with building these funky applications and everything right now.
At the moment, no.
This is the problem. So many people we've interviewed are not getting away on holiday. Okay, so if you had a choice to freeze to death, burn to death, or be eaten by a shark, what would you choose?
Well, since the current weather in Holland, like freezing to death, that's cool.
You're cool with that?
That's cool.
And it is actually cool, no pun intended. If you were Prime Minister, President for the day, what would you do?
World domination.
What, in one day?
One day.
That's all it takes when you've got a Twitter application. If you had a superpower, what would it be?
A superpower, what would it be? Mentioning that X-Men, I saw the movie recently, and choosing from the X-Men, it's like know it all.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, that could be quite useful, especially in business.
Yeah.
And Gordon, if you have to sum yourself up in 3 words, what would you say?
Always positive.
Always positive. That's two.
Yeah, I know. I know.
I'm like, yeah, you sound like you're going to reel off a whole sentence next.
I'm going like always possible, always positive, always. That's it.
I like it. So yeah, that's kind of all the questions for the hot seat. So we can just talk about anything now. And I did ask you off the camera, do you dream in Dutch or English? What is the answer?
Japanese.
Thank you so much for sharing your time. How do people follow you, get hold of you, find out more about the application?
Well, Google me and Google on mobile recruitment. Then you'll get all the answers.
And would you be kind enough to spell your surname for the listeners?
It's Lokenberg. Lokenberg.
Well, thank you very much. Thanks for sitting on the hot seat. Lovely to meet you.
Yeah, same to you.
Thanks, Gordon. Thank you.